in the week, and you actually picked him for the win. So, well, it's Alejo Muniz on his first ride, and he has just picked up where he's left off. This power display, it's looking good.
As we see the replay of Jordy's opening ride, let's see what kind of work he got done here, Matt.
Yeah, smooth surfing to start this time. Hits the lip line, carries momentum in this next section. Another whack for good measure. 3 turns, looking like the veteran Damien Hardman out there on these left.
Favouring that foundation surfing, the power surfing, but let's see if Jordy can flip the script on it.
Loading up for the rotation. Goes for that slob grab, can't quite stick it. 2 minutes remaining and Alejo on the outside. Again, just driving beautifully. Seems to have a magic board under his feet, but maybe some nerves coming through for both these competitors in these opening exchanges here. Mid-range scores. Jordy Lawler stomped a big air.
And you see him running down the line here. We saw him go up, around, and this time shuffles forward a bit. The foot nearly on the nose. He rides out of this one with complete control. You see him push forward. This one into the flats. It's an even gnarlier landing than the one in the semi-final. They loved it, and Alejo.
Yeah, so Alejo outside. He got a wave deep on the bank. Big floater to start things off. Jams that backhand hit. And a second. Really aggressive. Comes through to this inside. A little bit of side-to-side work. Turns on the outside. And then Jordy again.
Yeah, nice, clean rail transition here. Goes up again for this turn. And he carries his momentum down the line. Tries to free the fins up a little bit. Great backup score.
Oh, Alejo, though, on a gem here. Live action, but he falls. The 34-year-old. 6 years previously on the championship tour. 2011 through to 2016. You think he wants back on, Rich?
Oh, this is more of what we're used to seeing here. This is Jordy.
Loading up. Jordy might only get one section. It might be all he needs. Goes to the slob. Sticks it. Gets out onto the open face. Whips through the carve. This guy is so well-rounded. He really is. First time I met Jordy Lawler, he was recognised by Mick Fanning and taken away with Caius King. He's used it to great effect on his run through this contest, and here's some of that flair.
Yeah, and he's spent a lot of time working on these airs, super stylish through his rail transitions, but trying to spice things up. As he's grown through his career, he's really enjoyed the style aspect of his surfing, and airs like that show us just a little difference to your comp mentality that a lot of these surfs that have gone to those training camps, that have gone through the Pro Junior and QS, you just don't see this type of manoeuvre very often.
Yeah, Jordy just comes along every once in a while and just has a stunning performance in these events.
In the Pro Junior days all the way through to Coke Classic, Jordy, live action.
A lot of speed as he hammers down the line, takes flight. Oh, big grab. Can't quite stick it though. Thank you, Jess, as we see Jordy now using his priority. Hammering down the line. That Timmy Patterson looking sharp underfoot as he hammers the section. Nice flow of manoeuvres here. Climbs up on top of that final section. Davey Cathles almost blows his teeth out of his mouth. Solid stuff. He's trying to get rid of a 6.83. The equipment looking sharp for both these surfers.
Momentum, the wide point forward there allows them for sweet transition turns like that, just without working too hard for the speed, carrying all that flow, momentum into that. So 3 really crisp turns, a great combination of maneuvers, and that wave didn't offer a lot, but he surfed it so smoothly.
Yeah, that's the most aggressive Jordy's been, getting some face work done here in the final. You can see getting the tail release off that first hit, and just a real precision approach here on this little wave. Starting to mix it up, gets nice and high on this one, almost vertical, throws the arms up, and then does a little bit of a disco dance through the inside, adding to the point score.
Waiting on the numbers to come through.
The shortboard from 1967 with Bob McTavish, the V-bottom stringless boards, as we look out live action with Jordy.
Well, Jordy loading up again, finding space down the line, explodes out of the pocket with a tidy reverse, and loads up for more. And ditches the fins once again. Really pushing it. Matty Cattle. He can barely believe his eyes here at the moment.
So much variety again. Just gets a ton of speed off the bottom. Blasts through the lip. Gets the spin. Quick shuffle. Gets right back into that power position on the wave. Comes down the line. Pounds that oncoming section. Gets a nice little tail flare.
Jordy, it feels like it has had some attempts in this heat, Matt, where the confidence wasn't quite soaring. Since he stitched up the 2.7s.
Surfing is in great hands in Australia, and we thank the Board Riding Club and we pay homage to our surfing evolution.
The Brookvale Six and the Shane gang. Big hubs for incredible designers, and there's some amazing ones here on the northern beaches. But right now, you're seeing the craftsmanship of a Brazilian, Rodrigo Silva, under the feet of Alejo Muniz, who's trying to, fight his way out of a very tough situation here. Jordy with control, with priority.
So we'll check out the replay. Big deep bottom turn from the start. Aggressive snap, keeps it going down the line. Gets a little better angle on the second turn.
And that's going to be hard for Alejo to match out there at the moment. Here he goes, loading up. Nice swoop off the top, comes through to the inside. I mean, still not over surfing, is he? He's in a nice little flow at the moment. That section wasn't calling for a big rotation.
Last heat, he said how consistent it is out there right now. And he goes, Jordy, this is that replay, eyes this section off. And if he wasn't looking to drop a low of they're not there, not as prevalent as they were the last few days.
Such a fun wave when you get a bit of that easterly direction in it. As we see Alejo, there's a better combination from the veteran, 34 years of age and not laying down, willing to put the fight up to Jordy Lawler here.
It was powerful, it had impact. Quick snap there, blasts it, and then up and over the roof of that one. So that's the biggest wave of the final that Alejo's ridden so far. Jams that turn, cuts it down, gets right onto that hillside rail, up and over the roof of it. So,
he really wants to hear where this number falls, because I kind of feel like it's going to get him back in it here. 2 minutes to go as Jordy rolls through to the inside, right on the end section. As Alejo on the outside has broken combination. His last wave is 7.13 after an 8.63 now. The final's back on. The Sydney Surf Pro title. He won it as a QS event a while back. Let's have another look at Alejo's last ride. I mean, it was a great surfing, but it just wasn't as high impact as his 7.13.
Yeah, it's actually a smaller wave, very almost identical type of turn as well. Look how hard he pushes on that one. So low, and he does get the completion right.
Alejo has a number on the way. It's going to be another decent score. Might even be better than his previous, but he still needs a huge number, and he's chosen this wave because he was running out of time. He's going to surf his guts out, as he has all event, but that wave not big enough. And Alejo knows it. It's in the body language here. I think both these competitors can take a bow. It's been a magic run for Alejo, but Jordy, he had a bit more to give. Showed the judges something different in the final. A number of airs, but showed some variation in those moves as well.
Yeah, I feel like that was the difference. When I think of Alejo's approach, it's aggression, it's strength, it's power. When I think of Jordy, it's precision, it's placement, it's progression, and that ended up being the difference of the day. He showed us variations of the air, different tail blows. The variety was just, everything was covered.
It's a big moment that he's soaking up here at the moment. He's bottled those emotions throughout the week, all his post-heat interviews, and I wouldn't be surprised if it leaks out of him now.